Hey kids, here's algorithm number 5. This is a linear search. In a linear search, I start at the first element in the list and I look at every element in the list until I find a target value or a target number. And when I find that target number, I typically want to return it. And if I don't find it ever, I returned like I didn't find it at the end. So I'll show you how this works. So this is a perfect algorithm to use a function for. So I have my list of total winners, and I am going to grab a function with a parameter, and I will call this a find, not find target, and my parameter is going to be target. And then the only thing I need inside here is a loop. I need to create a loop because I got to go through every element in my list until I either find something equal to the target or I don't. So I'm going to go through every element. So I want this to be total winners dot length. That's good. And then I need an if loop. So if the total winners at whatever index I is, if that is equal to, so I'm using two equal signs to check for equality, if that is equal to my target number, then I want to return found it. Hey, I found the target. Doesn't matter what it is. I can add stuff to that a little bit later. So I'm going to go down here to functions, and I'm going to get this return statement, and I'm going to go in quotes, not with an I, found it. Now, if I go through the entire list and I never find a target, then I want to return outside of the loop. I want to put this outside of the loop. I just want to return no luck, which means I didn't find anything. So I go through every, let me zoom in a little bit closer. I go through every element in the list. And if I find a value that's equal to the target that I pass in the function, I'm going to return the word found it. And when your function hits a return statement, that stops the function and the function doesn't do anything else anymore. It just stops the function. Now, if this doesn't happen here, if that stuff right there doesn't happen, then it goes down here to this return statement, and that's going to be the last thing that happens, and it's going to print out no luck. I didn't find anything. Now we just got to make it so it shows up down here in a console log. So let's go ahead and grab our console log statement, console log. And this is going to be find target. Find target, and I know there is a 0. I know there's a 0 in this list. So that will not be a problem. I know there's a 0 in there. So when I run it, it should say found it, but I'm not sure if there is 100 in the list. So let's see. I guess there is 100. Is there 1,000? I guess, well, that was 100 again. Let me try that again. Is there 1,000? No luck. I wonder if there's 100. Since I didn't really press enter to stick that 100, it might not have stuck. So let's see what happens here with this one. Yeah, there was 100, but there wasn't 1,000. So that's the function. That's a nice little function. And it's a nice way to review parameters in a function and looping, going through every element in a loop, and this idea of returning statements, using returns to stop the function in its tracks. Hope that's helpful, kids.